World-renowned management consultancy firm McKinsey & Company has had to pay out $15 million in fines for failing to disclose conflicts of interest in Chapter 11 cases. Under the terms, the $15 million paid will end the probe into their conflicts of interest in corporate bankruptcies, with McKinsey admitting no wrongdoing and the US trustee agreeing to drop its objections to fees charged by the company's bankruptcy department in 3 different Chapter 11 cases. The US trustee is an arm of the Department of Justice that monitors bankruptcies to ensure compliance with federal law. US companies going bankrupt need bankers, lawyers, and consultants to help guide them through the process. At present, there are only a handful of firms dominating the bankruptcy professional services sector. However, that domination in the consultancy field by McKinsey & Company has come under scrutiny from the Department of Justice, with claims that they had not properly disclosed its potential conflicts of interest in a series of corporate bankruptcies. The $15 million will be divided evenly between 3 companies that McKinsey advised in bankruptcy. The US trustee also agreed not to join any investigation of the other 11 bankruptcy cases where McKinsey acted as a court-approved advisor. McKinsey's bankruptcy unit has collected more than $140 million in fees from those 14 cases, according to court records. US bankruptcy is not cheap. Toys R Us spent $200 million in fees for its Chapter 11 case that ended in liquidation. It is also highly regulated, with bankers and advisors needing to be approved by the court. They are also required to disclose any potential conflicts of interest that might potentially affect their advisory role. The Department of Justice's settlement comes after a rival consultancy firm, AlixPartners, filed a lawsuit against McKinsey, stating that they had failed to disclose a network of potentially conflicting relationships when advising on bankruptcy cases. In bankruptcy, lawyers and financial advisors are required to disclose potential conflicts and cannot have any financial ties that could taint their restructuring advice. In the lawsuit, which is still pending, AlixPartners founder Jay Alix, a well-known, now retired figure in the restructuring world, accused McKinsey and other professional services firms of referring clients for assignments to one another. Bankruptcy has historically been an industry where the same advisors, including bankers, lawyers, and consultants, repeatedly work with one another. These close, ongoing relationships have been open for favors being passed, arguably at the expense of either the companies they are supposed to be helping or creditors whose funds they are supposed to be salvaging. McKinsey state that they now understand the kinds of disclosure that they need to make in Chapter 11 cases and have agreed to the settlement in order to move forward and focus on serving their clients. Although they did note that they felt that the case being brought against them by AlixPartners was motivated by the rival company's desire to gain more business that they had been losing to McKinsey.